Hello, my people, my humble ladies and gentlemen. Yes, so now see this election, so you can pay. So now see waiting at the fee, waiting we all the fee. So not be only us the feel, other people still dey here when we say that they feel the same thing. So video day now when I go show now, because as the thing they happen. So they say not be I know now they make that parable say who they cry they see road. Yeah, I felt they talk and say we come off for us. We not use sweet belle take come off for us. We not come here me we can't go school. They not carry us come here me we can't school. We come here because they don't come off for because our country not go. So I'm so happy today say everybody they sing this something. So you get one journalist when he talks to me, I will leave when I'm gonna watch the video now. So now see all those people, so they banned them now for America president say he no want see them again for a country. May they go repair their own country, may they not they run they can't any of those countries be say they don't already suffer repair, they don't already do everything. May they go repair their home so that may their citizens not they run they come up for us. So a lot of days a lot of things they the video may I just play this one as other videos still they follow, but they not go to the long. Okay, now may I leave una make una watch the video.
Nigerians citizens.
The Nigerians citizens in the diaspora has a whole lot to do, because the truth is they see. One thing I've come to discover is that most of the people back in Nigeria are not even aware about what is going on in their country, and even the few that are aware, they are so much attached to these politicians with what they give to them that they are no longer even concerned about doing anything. And the others are only wishing. Some are wishing, some are praying without taking steps. And a lot are just there because of the poor level of education. They don't even know too much. They don't even know too much, and they are not concerned about what is going on. If you look at it so far, majority of people that are really concerned about making it right or getting it right in Nigeria, they are over 90% of them are the people in the diaspora. And if we must do it, we can effect a change from the diaspora. Let us in the various countries, in the various nations where we live, begin to hold a protest to the embassies, and we begin to write a petition to the different embassies against some of these our politicians, that we don't want them here. If we can begin to do protest upon protest, petitions upon petition, and there's a visa ban on all these people, they will have to sit at home. If they fail to feed our health sector or feed the nation, then they don't have anywhere to go. Until we take steps, until we start taking steps, this won't work. For them sending their children to Canada, UK, and the US to school, let us, apart from even as we go around with the protest, let's take the photos of these men, paste it in the school gates of these their children, and tell them these are one of the looters in our country, the criminals we have in our country. They've stole so much, and they've decided to send their children to come and school in this university or in these schools. You begin to see how some of these things will change. I'm telling you, these are the steps we need to start taking.
Exactly.
Because a lot of them, this is the reason why they are not bothered about fixing our educational system or our health sector, because they can send their children abroad to school. They can travel whenever they want to travel to go for medical treatment, medical tourism, everything. And their wives and children, everything go out and everything. And they are telling you, like the former governor of those states that said he built a 5-star hotel. You saw him in China when they were asking, but you still go for medical. He wanted to deny until the interviewer asked me, but he was confused, because these people do not really care. They don't really care, and we are the one to start taking the steps. Let's just say, for instance, for those in Canada, for those in US, for those in, as some of us decide to say yes, let us write a petition. As we are writing to the embassies, we are doing protests, taking the pictures of their fathers, their mothers, their uncle, and others. As we put in the name and their own picture too, and place it on the signboard, and begin to call them criminals. Do you know some of these white people, how they behave? They'll start seeing them, start even pulling away from them. And when they start pulling, the shame alone will be enough for these children to even want to go back home. You understand? And if they can give their fathers or their mothers and all these people visa ban, you see that we need to start exposing them to do and taking steps. The major challenge they have is that we as the black race have one major challenge, whether in Nigeria, we have one major challenge. We wish for things to happen. We don't take steps for things to happen. And that's our major challenge. And that's why the politicians, we keep complaining, they don't do anything. We keep saying, we keep making one mistake over and over and over and over and over again, repeatedly. And nothing is changing. We keep wishing because why? We are not ready to take steps. We are not ready to pay the price for the required and desired change that we are all wishing for. Whatever thing you hope, whatever dream without taking steps will never come to reality.